What up guys, One Fit Bruja here, and today I am back to show you how to do some pet magics. So I have a familiar, she's a Russian blue, and she has not been feeling so good. I think I gave you guys a brief update in the last video about how she was doing, but I didn't want to go into too much detail or else that would have been a whole video of me spewing my guts out about my cat, and that's just, I mean, it's kind of weird, but I don't care. But if you guys want to hear everything, you can always be like, hey bitch, what's up with your cat, in the comments below, and I will answer you. So I'm pretty much an open book, I don't care. So I'm going to be doing some pet magics for her. You can see her shifting around over there in the back on the couch. She's gray, so she blends into the couch, but you can kind of make out a couple ears right there. She's been sleeping her day away. She's been pretty tired. She's not doing so hot. The day before she was kind of boogery and her sinuses were flaring up. So today I'm going to be doing some magics for her health. I want to get her in better health. I do not want to give her the antibiotics. By all means, I do not like antibiotics. They destroy you. And her immune system is fairly weak, sad to say, but I'm going to be doing some magics for her. I'm going to play this video not in real time. You're not going to watch me do the whole thing. This is probably going to take me an hour to almost anywhere to 2 hours probably, because I want to place a lot of energy and intent into this working, because I want it to be relatively strong, because I don't want to have to take her to the vet again, have them come up with more things to pump her full of that I do not want her pumped with. I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do to help heal her and, you know, give her health a kickstart. So stick around if you guys want to see that, and I'm just going to get into my working. I'm going to edit this video down, so you're not going to see me do everything in real time, but for me, I'm just going to let the camera roll the whole time I'm doing my working, so I can have my full attention at what I'm doing without having to stop it and, you know, pick up where I left off, because that just makes me feel discombobulated. So yeah, so I'm going to stop blubbering and I'm going to start my working, because I have a lot of other things I need to do today, but I needed to take this time out and finally do this for her, because I've been letting my whole week go by without following up with what I've been saying. So I need to cut that shit out and get down in the nitty-gritty. So all right, let me get into it. So you are going to need some catnip, some hair from your familiar, a goblet. I chose to use some selenite and clear quartz for cleansing and purification energies and to align any misalignments within her. A white candle for the goddess, moon water, oregano, rosemary, and you're going to need a brown working candle and 3 light blue candles for healing energy, sage, majorum, eucalyptus incense to draw in that protection and healing energies, some chamomile to soothe and also heal, and some coconut oil for anointing, a blue pen, a black pen, a piece of paper, some garlic skins, bay leaf, and a cinnamon stick. I just got done casting my circle. I have called upon the quarters for assistance and my spirit guides and my ancestors, and I am working with Bastet for this working. I think it's pretty obvious why, but she is the goddess I work with the most, so I have a strong connection with her. First up, I am taking my moon water that is full of healing energies, which is what we need throughout this working the most. And I'm going to fill it up mostly with drinking water, and then I'm going to add some of the moon water into the goblet that my familiar likes to drink out of. I know, she's fancy. Next up, you are going to take your bay leaf, and I'm going to write heal on it. This is just an extra precaution that I was going to take because I feel like she could use all the help she could get. So I'm going to burn this bay leaf towards the end of my working, but right now I'm going to use the bay leaf's healing energy and place it underneath the goblet as if to charge it, and also place some of my crystals around it. And I'm going to let it sit there until towards the end of the working. Next up, you're going to need a piece of paper, you're going to need a pen, and you're going to write your familiar's name down about 3 times. I like to work in 3s. 3 is a good number that resonates with me, so that's what I'm using for this working. Next up, I am going to take my blue pen. You do not need blue ink, but I chose to correlate the color blue with healing energies, and I'm going to write over her name 3 times, heal her, make her healthy, the opposite direction. And I'm going to make a small pentacle right next to it just for some extra protections. And I'm going to fold that up 3 times towards myself. This is the point in time where I like to add some extra energies and use the law of attraction. Since I wrote down on there, heal her, make her healthy, I want to bring that into present day. She is well, she is healthy, is what I will say about 3 times as I'm placing my personal power and intent into this petition. And then I'm going to fold it up towards myself to bring all that positive, healing, healthy energy into my household where my familiar resides. Next up, I am grabbing my cinnamon stick, and I'm going to be using this for its healing property, and I'm going to place it into my mortar and crush it up into fine pieces. Alright, so moving on, we are going to start dressing the candle. And I'm going to be using coconut oil for this. I decided to use this because I feel like coconut oil is really protective within its nature and also soothing. And that's a really good thing to have within a working that's for a pet or a familiar. As I anoint this, I'm going to anoint it towards myself to bring in the positive, protective, healing energies into my household where my familiar lives. As for the dressing part, I usually just go with what my intuition feels like I should start off with first. So I'm starting off with the cinnamon for its healing property. Next up, I am taking some rosemary, and I'm going to be using its healing property as well. Next up, I am using some garlic skins. Now, this is one of the things that I haven't seen a lot of witches do as of yet, especially for healing, but garlic is really good for your health, just in general, and it is really, really strong within its healing properties, so I'm going to be using garlic skins. If you can get them, they work miracles, so just go to your kitchen and crack some off and bring them back over and power them and put them into your workings, guys. Next up, I have some of my familiar's hair. I did not go over to my cat and just rip some hair out, okay? I am respectful. Your cat or dog or whatever type of pet or familiar you have will probably shed something. So I just took a comb and gently combed through her fur, and some of it comes out. Just take the leftover furs that she is shedding and place it onto your candle. Right after that, I sprinkled some sage onto there for its healing property as well. And then I took my oregano for good health. Right after that, I took some marjoram to help heal her. Next up is a direct link for Bastet and also my cat. She loves catnip, but I'm assuming a lot of you guys know that most cats do. Some cats don't, but for the most part. But she likes this catnip, and catnip is actually good for protective energies, and also I want Bastet to be present to empower this working, so it goes hand in hand with what I am trying to do. Next up, I am going in with the chamomile, and I chose this because chamomile is actually really healing, and also it helps to soothe the body, the mind, and the soul. And I want her to feel relaxed as this transition is going on. Now that my working candle is anointed and fully dressed, I am going to take my 3 light blue candles and anoint them in the leftover coconut oil, and then place them into a pyramid shape around my working candle. Once I have placed them in the pyramid shape around my working candle, I am going to take the crystals that I have had around my goblet of water and then place them onto my tray next to my working. And now we are going to light up the working candle in 3 healing candles. Now is the time that I would chant my incantation. Health is what I seek. Bestow Alia with protection when outcomes look bleak. I would chant this up to 3 times or more. For this particular spell, I decided to chant this way more than 3 times because I really wanted to focus on getting all my energy and intent and mind's eye into this working. So now I'm going to enchant her goblet that is filled with moon water, and I'm going to be saying the same incantation, but right after I'm going to use the law of attraction to manifest all those things that I wrote on the petition into right now. So all those healing and health properties are already happening within my mind, so I'm trying to force that into reality by using that. So finally, I have burned my bay leaf that has been placed underneath the goblet to charge with healing energies, and I placed it into my cauldron, and now I am chanting that healing energy into present day. So I'm saying she is healthy, she is well, she is whatever it is you want to happen right now, speak it into present day. That is what I'm doing, and that works wonders for my workings. Now that that is done, I am going to meditate a little bit longer over my working and say my incantation a few more times. Alright guys, so this is how I do my pet magics. It's not the same for everybody, obviously. Everybody has their own different ways that resonate with them and bring them the results that they want. This is how I do it my way. I'm going to leave Bastet an offering when I am done. I'm going to let my candle burn all the way down. All these candles are going to burn all the way out. And I'm going to give her a refreshment of moon water. Every single day for 3 days. You can do 7. I did 3 blue candles, so I'm gonna match it with 3 blue healing candles with the moon water, which is healing in itself, and it's good to let your pets drink. It's supposed to help with your pet's immune systems. So if you want to have some moon water on hand just to let your animals drink, then that's great. Moon water is so healing. It has so many beneficial properties. And I'm going to refresh a little bit of moon water with some drinking water for her every single day for 3 days, and then that'll be it. You don't have to burn that bay leaf if you don't want to, but I felt that would go well this time around, so I decided to do that. Any extra little wishes for her to heal and get better, so I don't have to use antibiotics or have to take her to the vet again anytime soon. I mean, obviously she's going to go for a checkup no matter what, because she's my world, she is my everything. She's like the child I'm never going to have. She means a lot to me, more than most people ever will, so I just want her to feel good, because when she feels good it makes me happy. So I'm going to let this burn down next to my selenite and my clear quartz. I'm sorry, I'm kind of tired now. I was actually meditating a lot longer on this than I thought I was going to before I decided to turn the camera back on right now. So I'm a little bit tired right now. I feel a little energy drained, so I'm gonna take my my selenite wand and lay on my neck roll for probably about 15 minutes, and maybe I'll have another crystal or something, and I'm gonna align myself back up, because I'm doing it for her right now with some selenite to help align her her little kitty chakras back up, so to speak, to help heal any misalignments that are in there that are causing her immune deficiencies in any sort of way. Yeah, that's how I do my working for my pets. If you guys have any questions about what I was doing, feel free to place them in the comments. Sometimes I'm not the best when the camera turns back on and I cannot find words worth the life of me to explain what I just did. Obviously, because you guys watch my videos, you probably realize I get scatterbrained sometimes. So yeah, place them in the comments if I did not answer everything. And until next time, I will see all you lovely little brujitas later.